Hi, welcome back to Save With Crypto. My name is Save With Crypto, and yesterday I did a video about how to get free fish and chips at Wetherspoons pubs, and this of course involved a bit of a bike ride along the River Exe in Devon to the Imperial pub, Wetherspoons pub in Exeter, which by the way is the home of Tim Martin, the boss of Wetherspoons. Oh, and Chris Martin was the guy from Coldplay, of course, wasn't he? Who actually is from a little village just up the road from Exeter, and I believe he did go to the university in Exeter as well. Anyway, so the video from yesterday, you can watch that. I'll link to it in the top corner if you like. But it basically involved this bit of a bike ride, and then we went across the bridge there, and then we went to the pub and had fish and chips. Now, the thing is, I was going to do a breakdown of the price of Chippy, or rather the rewards of Chippy that I've had during Q1 and Q2 of 2026. I was going to do that in the video yesterday, but I kind of ran out of time because it got a bit too long, so I thought I'd do that now. Now what I did, I went to solscan.io and I looked at my wallet, and basically what I did, I looked at the transfers here, and you can see here this is all the Chippy that's been paid to me over the years actually. So what I did was I showed 100 per page there, and then I did an export of the CSV file there, and then I imported that into Claude so we could look at some charts and stuff. So what this is showing here is the amount of Chippy that I received each week in the first half of this year. So that's Q1 and Q2 of 2026. And you can see that I actually received like nearly 500,000 Chippy tokens actually, with a USD value at receipt. So that's when I actually got them, of $250. Okay. Now, the average per week was $11.38, and as we know, we discussed yesterday, the idea was the payout was generally between $10 and $15, and I said it's usually more like 10, so that's kind of how it averaged out. Now, I believe that is now going to double to $20 as of this Friday, so if you want to pick a time to start doing this, then this week is a pretty good week. Now, the price of Chippy has actually come down 40% during this year, and this is not so bad though, because what you'll see is that you actually get quite a lot of Chippy tokens now, and in the past day or so the price has gone up quite a lot. So how much is that much Chippy worth today? So let's just ask Claude how much is 454,295 Chippy worth today, and it looks like it's looking at CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, etc. So it says at today's price, 454,295 Chippy is worth roughly $300 to $340. Call it 310 at the midpoint. For comparison, the same amount was worth 250.43 combined at the time each individual payment was received, so the total position has actually gained value despite Chippy's price falling through most of the year, since the token count was scaled up to compensate. This is quite cool, isn't it? Because you get this kind of like dollar cost averaging type effect. Anyway, let's go back to the pretty charts it drew, so you can see the amount of Chippy increasing there. Obviously this one here was when Chippy was quite a low price, and we got I think it was 35,000 Chippy that week. So the USD value received per week pretty much at $10. There was a few times when it was a little bit more. In fact, one here when it was quite a lot more. And this here is the Chippy price over time. So you can see it did kind of, go quite high there at the end of January, came down quite a lot, and now it seems to be on the move up. And here's my cumulative Chippy received in 2026, which has just gone up. And I haven't actually bought any at all. I've literally just been buying fish and chips and claiming the rewards. So what it says is in 2026, your wallet received that many Chippy across 24 payments. Oh, okay, so it's only 24, worth £250.43 at the time of each transfer. A few things stand out. The payer targets a fixed USD amount, not a fixed token amount. Most weekly payments cluster right around $10, even as the token quantity paid nearly quadrupled from 9,300 chippy in mid-January to 30,000 to 35,000 by June and July. That's because chippy's implied price, that is the value divided by the tokens received, fell about 40% over the period from $0.0011 to $0.00065. Payments were roughly weekly, but 2 weeks, March the 23rd and June the 10th, had two separate transfers, each likely catch-up payments for missed weeks, exactly what they were, since surrounding weeks show gaps. The July the 11th payment is unusually large, likely making up for lighter or skipped prior week, similar to the other double payment weeks. I can't remember exactly why that was. I think the price might have changed from when everybody got the rewards to actually when I got mine, because I think there was one that got missed, and I think by the time I actually got it, I think the price had gone up, so that probably explains that. So, as you can see, this is a pretty nice way to get a free lunch. Okay, so what have we learnt here? Well, the thing is, I mean, the rewards are going to double as of this Friday. So that means that the, $300 or so worth of chippy tokens that I've had this year already will, in the future be more like 600. So you're talking, like I said, $1,000 a year. Now, the point is you can buy the amount of chippy you need to do this right now for about $800. So in my mind, what this means is that, if you're going to eat anyway, and, why not have one day out a week and go and have fish and chips on a Friday? It's a lovely thing to do. I mean, this was the perfect day. But if you're going to do that, then your $800 is going to be paid for in less than a year. And that's even if the token price doesn't go up, and the chances are it probably will, and it might go up quite a lot. Now, the only disadvantage I can see is the fact that when we finished there, we thought we'd fancy a bit more of a bike ride, and we went down the River Exe going out towards the sea, and we went to the next pub the next pub that's, a reasonable distance away, which was the one called the Double Locks, which is a really, really nice pub. And, we had some drinks there. And unfortunately, because it's not a Wetherspoons pub, a pint there was £7.20. But nevertheless, it's a really lovely place, and it's well worth going. If you're ever down in Exeter, just check it out. Check out the X Trail. If you've got a bike, bring it. If you haven't, rent one. And visit the Imperial. Maybe ride along to Double Locks. And the Double Locks has got a really nice garden too. There's a bit by the canal, and then this kind of like shaded part as well, and then loads more seating in the garden. Absolutely lovely. Anyway, that was a perfect free Chippy Friday. So let me know what you're going to do this Friday in the comments down below. All right, take care and see you soon, and get involved. Please note that this content is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is not financial advice. Any information or opinions provided are not guaranteed to be accurate or complete. Always conduct your own research before making any financial decisions. A full legal disclaimer is in the description of each video and live stream.